Welcome to our English podcast. Let's practice speaking together.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Just Speak English podcast. I'm Ashley.
And I'm John. So glad you're here today.
Okay, today's topic. I feel like this one was written about me personally. We're talking about being ambitious but lazy. You know that feeling? You have big dreams, big goals, big plans, and then you spend 3 hours on the sofa watching videos.
Oh, I know that feeling very well. You write the most beautiful to-do list in the morning, and by the afternoon, you've done exactly one thing on it. Maybe.
And we're going to connect this directly to English learning, because this combination, ambitious but lazy, is probably the number one reason people stay stuck at the same level for years. But the good news is, there's a way out. Let's talk about it.
And if this is your first time here, welcome. Hit subscribe. New episode every week. Okay, let's go.
4 words for today.
First, procrastinate. To procrastinate means to keep delaying something you should do, usually because it feels uncomfortable or overwhelming. I've been procrastinating on practicing my English for weeks. I keep saying I'll start tomorrow.
Second, momentum. Momentum is the energy and motivation that builds up when you keep doing something consistently. Once I started speaking English every day, I built momentum, and it became much easier to continue.
Third, overwhelmed. To feel overwhelmed means to feel like there's too much to do or learn, so much that you don't know where to start. Looking at everything I need to learn in English makes me feel completely overwhelmed.
And fourth, consistent. Consistent means doing something regularly, without big gaps or interruptions. You don't need to study for 5 hours a day. You just need to be consistent. Okay, procrastinate, momentum, overwhelmed, and consistent. Let's talk.
Ashley, let me ask, do you consider yourself an ambitious person?
Absolutely. I have goals, I have plans, I know exactly what I want. The problem is that between wanting something and actually doing the work, there's this huge, comfortable sofa.
The sofa. The sofa is the enemy of all ambition.
The sofa and the phone. Together, they are unbeatable.
But seriously, why does this happen? Why do people who genuinely want something keep avoiding it?
I think the main reason is that our goals feel big and our energy feels small. You want to become fluent in English. That's a massive goal. And when you sit down to study and you think about everything you still don't know, you feel overwhelmed. So instead of starting, you do nothing. Because nothing feels safer than trying and failing.
So it's not actually laziness, is it? It's more like fear disguised as laziness.
Exactly. That's such a good way to put it. Most of the time when people say, "I'm lazy," what they really mean is, "This feels too big and I don't know where to start." Real laziness is rare. Overwhelm is everywhere.
And the fix for overwhelm is the same every time. Make it smaller. Don't study English. Just open your notebook. Don't have a full conversation. Just say 3 sentences out loud. Don't watch an hour of English content. Just watch 5 minutes. The goal is to start. Because once you start, momentum takes over.
Yes, starting is always the hardest part. There's actually a concept called the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to start, do it right now. And for English practice, almost everything takes less than 2 minutes to start. You can open a podcast in 2 minutes. You can write 1 sentence in 2 minutes. You can say 1 thing out loud in 2 minutes.
Unless you spend those 2 minutes deciding which podcast to listen to, and then give up and watch cat videos instead.
Guilty. So guilty of that.
And I think another big piece of this is identity. People who are ambitious but stuck often think of themselves as someone who is going to do things, future tense. I'm going to study English seriously. I'm going to start next Monday. But people who actually make progress think of themselves as someone who does things, present tense. I'm someone who practices English every day, even if right now that means 5 minutes. The identity comes first, and the actions follow.
That really resonates with me. Because when I started thinking of myself as someone who speaks English instead of someone who is learning English, everything shifted. My choices started matching that identity. I would pick the English podcast in the car instead of music. I would write my notes in English instead of my own language. Small things, but they added up.
So what do you say to someone who has tried to be consistent before and failed? Someone who has started and stopped 10 times already and is starting to think, maybe I'm just not the type of person who can do this.
I say, the fact that you've started 10 times means you have 10 times more evidence that you want this than someone who never tried at all. Stopping is not failure. Stopping and starting again is just how humans work. The only real failure is deciding to stop for good.
And here's the thing about English specifically. Every single time you practiced, even for one day, something stayed. Your brain doesn't delete progress. It might feel like you're starting from zero, but you're not. You're always building on what came before. Always.
So, ambitious but lazy. That's not a personality flaw. That's just a human being with big dreams and a very comfortable sofa. The answer isn't to want less. It's to start smaller, stay consistent, and trust that small actions taken every day will eventually get you exactly where you want to go.
Well said. Quick vocab recap. Procrastinate. To keep delaying something you should do. Momentum. The energy that builds when you stay consistent. Overwhelmed. Feeling like there's too much to handle. And consistent. Doing something regularly, without big gaps.
And the key ideas from today? Overwhelm is fear in disguise. Starting is always the hardest part. And your identity shapes your actions. Think of yourself as someone who already does this, and start acting like it.
Question for the comments. What's the one thing you keep procrastinating on in your English learning? Writing it down is already the first step.
Next episode, how to be more confident in English. A lot of you have asked about this one, so we're going there next.
Thank you so much for listening. Subscribe if you haven't yet. It really helps us out. See you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.